I'm here with Civil Twilight on day 4 of Bonnaroo. How are you guys doing so far?
We're doing great, thank you. Yeah.
Keeping nice and cool. There's a nice breeze today, so that's definitely helping.
It is helping. It came through during the middle of our set, and it really helped.
You're staying hydrated in a good way too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
ale counts as hydration, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So this is the 15th anniversary of Bonnaroo. The first one was back in 2002. What music can you think of that you were listening to way back in 2002?
2002.
Open up that time capsule in your brain.
What were you guys listening in 2002? Oh gosh.
What was 2002? Is that like when the Strokes were coming out? Or was that pre-Strokes?
That was Strokes, yeah.
Because I was into that sort of thing, that whole like...
Pearl Jam played last night, so there's a strong possibility.
Sure. Pearl Jam, I mean the Strokes, White Stripes, that kind of stuff. I don't know if it was around there, but I think it was.
Yeah. The Vines.
I got Apple on my face.
Yeah.
Apple and ale goes really well together. So your first album, the self-titled one, came out in 2010, and your latest one, last year's Story of an Immigrant. How has your sound evolved in the past 6 years?
Gosh, that's a good question. I don't even know what the answer to that. I'd say it's just, well, the older you get, the more sort of conscious you become of, consciously aware of yourself, and like, so I don't know. It's become a little more, I don't know, strategic in some way, but hopefully with as much soul as it ever had. You know?
Excellent. So what is your song process like? Describe that for me. Does someone come up with a lyric, a beat, a melody? What happens first usually?
It's kind of different for every song, yeah. Sometimes we'll just play and we'll feel a spirit, feel something happening, and then we'll write from there. And then sometimes it's a song that one of us would bring to the table and work on that and construct it. It could be anything, but a song, like, what is a song, you know? Like, that's the question you're trying to work out all the time. Like, what makes a song? What makes something move people? So anyway, it's always different, yeah.
And Story of an Immigrant came out last year. Where are you as far as making new music? Are you thinking about that yet? Are you still just enjoying, this album cycle? What's next?
Yeah, we're enjoying the album cycle right now, and we're doing a tour. After this, we go play a few festivals and then do a tour with Andrew McMahon, and then we'll just sit down, like, have a little break, sit down, like, have some coffee and work out what to do next.
Breaks are always good.
Yeah.
Several Civil Twilight songs have made it to commercials and TV. Is there one that's most memorable or important to you, or special?
Well, the first one was very special for us. It was the first time hearing like our voice on a TV show, and it was terrifying.
Terrifying, really? Why?
It was like, well, when it came on during this scene of House where someone's operating on a toe or something, and it came on, and I heard this voice, and I was like, oh, that girl sings really nicely, and then I realized that's me. Yeah, so I was like, oh, wow, okay, that's really interesting. It was a weird feeling. It's really weird. So I stopped watching shows after that.
Well, the recorded voice can sound a little different here. You've got a nice live audience. What makes for a great live performance?
I think, well, we were talking about it earlier. I think just what we talked about before our set today was just like, just making, like, thinking like every song is a hit. Like, thinking about the fact that, not the fact, just the idea that every song could be a hit, and like, because most bands, when they know their hit's coming up, they're just sort of settle into it, and they have so much more energy during the hit songs, So for us, like, just to make the entire set just like feel like this is the best song ever,
So do you guys try to play to the album, or do you like to make it your live performance a bit of a variety from what they can hear on the album?
Yeah, we make it a variety because the album's done, If people want to listen to it, it's there.
Please go buy the album. That's always good.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. It's made, So, like, if you want to go listen to it, that's fine. But come to a live show, it's going to be different, and I think that's something I've always tried to do. Yeah.
How did you guys use technology to share today's performance with some folks that can't be here at Bonnaroo today? Something with Periscope?
Were we periscoping?
Yes.
Yes.
What was that?
We were periscoping. That's what we were doing.
And we were on Snapchat too. We were on Snapchat. We took over HuffPost's Snapchat,
Well,
didn't
that
we?
actually-
Oh, did that
That
not
actually
work?
was a failed
Did it?
attempt.
No, it worked. I saw it later.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It was a success.
Log in for some reason to that. But yeah, that's our tour manager. While we're playing, he often periscopes us playing because it's hard to play and periscope at the same time. But
It would be difficult. How else do you guys use social media to spread the word about your shows and your music?
we just kind of we're on the regular things: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're not like we don't go too crazy with it, but we definitely try and engage people on those.
Not a super overshare. That's always good. Not too much information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, we want to make our own app and make some, no, like you know, invents an app that's just gonna take over the world, and it'll be owned by our band.
There's your moneymaker right there.
Yeah.
So what's up next for Civil Twilight after Bonnaroo?
We do Firefly next weekend. And then yeah, a few other festivals, sort of community centers and bar mitzvahs and stuff.
Well, stay cool out there. Definitely stay hydrated. And stay tuned for much more from Civil Twilight. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change and Chorus.fm.